Hey, FlimsyLunchTray here, and welcome to the World of Warships. In today's video, we're going to be featuring this battle I literally just had here on New Dawn in Domination mode in ranked battles. My hands are still shaking from this battle. So I did go ahead and throw up some posts on the YouTube community channel talking about this battle for you guys to share, for you to see on Friday. But I wanted to go ahead and do the video now on a Monday evening since the battle's still fresh in my head. And I am sending this replay to Jingles. If he does not feature this replay, then I don't know what he wants. So I really hope he features this replay because it is on my bucket list for Jingles to feature one of my videos, replays. So we'll see what happens. I've sent him actually a couple lately. I've had some pretty funny ones happen. I think this is probably the 5th or 6th maybe that I've ever sent him so far in my 2.5 years of playing. So we're gonna see what happens. Okay, get the jitters out of the system. Okay, so let's talk about this ship. Prinz Heinrich is a tier 7 battle cruiser, German battle cruiser. She is really fun to play. I've been having a lot of fun with her lately as I'm grinding this ship up to eventually get to the Schlieffen. And I've just had a lot of fun. I'm probably having more fun with this line than the standard battleship line. I think the Gigantus now is, in comparison to the Prinz Heinrich, rather poor in comparison. I think the Heinrich just has so many things going for it with her torpedoes, high acoustic search, the fast reloading, damage control parties. It's just a really good ship. I'm really enjoying her playing it. So let me talk about my positioning here and how I'm moving up here on the A flank. Since I spawned on this side of the map in the battleship lineup, I want us to go ahead and support this flank. It is my firm belief you should support the flank you spawn on, unless you're something like a hydro destroyer or radar destroyer who needs to go support the contesting cap, right? But other than that, to support the flank that you're on. And as the case of what I'm trying to do here, I went a little wide, showing a lot of broadside to get more nosed in here. And I'm gonna tap my horn a few times. I didn't realize I kind of stopped in front of him, so just 2 friendly horn honks and try to get out of his way. But I wanted to be more angled in here because the forward firing angles on the Heinrich is quite nice. And get a little closer here to this Gorizia, if that's how you pronounce the name of this ship. So I get my secondaries going. He's playing rather aggressive. Would be much more better suited in this ship to play at distance, utilize the islands, maybe be more over on the 2 line as an example. But he is testing fate here. And so we are going to be able to finish him off here momentarily with our secondaries. And so I'm still looking over to my left. I'm trying to see these the battleships that are pushing up into sea. I want to be conscious of my not showing too much side. And we're going to continue moving forward a little bit here. I've got the hydroacoustic search up because of the Z39. Not sure what he's thinking. And I think Gorizia has torpedoes. I've not played up that line yet. But we have some nice broadside shots on the De Grasse. So we'll see if we can get some damage in there. The Gorizia player was, teasing about, stop shooting him. And I teased back, we'll stop getting so close to us, and we will. So this is Z39, so he's just right on the side and slowing down. So we're going to pull our shots back in, although we only had the rear turret loaded. And now we're going to move back forward. Still trying to see what's going on here. King George is showing us some good broadside, so we're going to go for him instead. I'm checking to see where the Nagato is, because he can definitely slap us pretty hard. These torpedoes have a 10-kilometer range, so we're going to go ahead and dump those towards the Z39, because he's just barely within torpedo range, so we might get lucky and hit him with one of those torpedoes. So the King George just fired, so I decided now is the time I'm going to make my move, and I'm going to go ahead and turn back here. I was trying to see if this De Grasse was going to re-accelerate forward, but he doesn't. So we're going to go ahead and pop those shots off. And still keep an eye on what's happening here. It seems like our team's not doing so well on the C flank, which in a moment I'm going to move over towards. Now I could have just used my damage control party here, but instead I decided to go ahead and burn a heal instead. With the fast reloading damage control parties, you only get a limited amount, only have 4 of them. So I try to use those sparingly, but also at the same time, you only get 3 heals starting off, unless you go for the commander skill, which gives you 4, and I'm spacing the name of it. I want to say superintendent, but I don't remember if they've called it something else now, since the commander we work. So those shells are going to land in the bow, so those are just going to be overpins, unfortunately. Didn't aim far enough back. Our Miyoko is now running away from the enemy Ganiza now, so I'm going to move over to support him. So I'm going to give him a quick command in chat and just say, Wilco, I'm going to come over and support you. We are going to get some broadside on this enemy Ganizer now here. So we're going to open up and see if we can't get some decent damage in on him here. So our Miyoko is burning. I don't think he's going to make it at this point. I'm checking to torpedo angles to see if he's still fully accelerating. I do want to dump torpedoes off here as we go into engage. I decided to go for the widespread. You never know what's going to happen. But he's still showing us a lot of broadside right now. So we should be able to get a decent chunk in here. Yeah, 9,000. So that's pretty nice. Now these guns are 380 millimeter guns. You only get 4 turrets, 8 guns in total. So I tend to try to aim maybe a little bit higher on the side of the battleship. The Ganizer now, it's got that turtleback armor, so we're not likely to punch through to hit the Citadel. But we've done a lot of damage with that one full salvo, and our secondaries are setting in, so we didn't even need the torpedoes. So that is our second close quarters, our second kill. So our team is still collapsing. We have our 2 teammates in A, and things are just not looking good for them because they're kind of pinched in there. I was being mindful that the Ganizer now is likely to have dumped torpedoes, so that's why I didn't do a full turn yet. And I didn't want to burn a hydroacoustic search because I only have 3 of those. So there goes our Colorado. He's died. So now this leaves me and our Haida. And so now I'm going to swing down towards C cap. So this Degrasse is somewhere around C. Maybe he's going to be going over to Bravo. So I'm going to move down here. I'm going to keep my guns off to the starboard bow here, hoping to get a glimpse of him. Maybe we can polish him off. He was on low health. You can see with the some of the mods I run from the World of Warships official mod station that I have the little bar showing that he doesn't have much health left. So as we move up, we get detected, and there he is. So a quick shot. I probably could have held on to it a little longer and was able to do more lead. I was just afraid the island would get between me and him before I could finish him off. I like the element of surprise. And there goes our Haida. So our team has not killed one single ship. So now it falls on to me, and things are going to heat up here really quickly as it's 1 versus 4 now. So if we pull this off, it's going to be a solo warrior. But at this point in the match, I didn't realize that I'd killed all the enemy team players yet. This Ganizer now, the way he's acting is that he dumped that set of torpedoes, and now he's going to turn to get his other set of torpedoes off because he's the Ganizer now player, and that's what you do in the Ganizer now. But we preemptively launched our starboard set, and we're going to clip him with 2 torpedoes and cause flooding. And he's showing us broadside, and so we're going to be able to smack him pretty good here with these 380 millimeter guns.
The ship is on fire.
And so we got our secondaries working him over now. And we have 2 battleships, other battleships still in play, the Nagato and a King George that was last spotted up in B3. We have Lucians mounted, so now our secondary battery reload time is increased. And there are the torpedoes from the Z39, so we're going to pull on the throttle immediately and turn back. That is why I wanted to wait to use the hydroacoustic search until I got into the heat of the battle here. Now, this Z39 player should know that he is lit with hydro. Okay, he's within my hydroacoustic range, yet he decides to still come out and take me on. I got my secondaries focused on him. I held my shots for him when he came around the island. He is the biggest threat right now, in my opinion, even though he's dumped his torpedoes, and I want to kill him before my hydroacoustic search goes out here. So we only have just over 10 seconds left, and so I really need to finish him off here. And my repair party consumable is about to come off cooldown, so we will be popping that instantly. And that gets us to Kraken Unleashed. And then here's the Nagato. Okay, so I want to stay angled into Nagato. I don't want to show him broadside because his guns will hurt. Now I'm wondering here, is he going to slow down? Is he going to pump the brakes? Or does he know that I have torpedoes? He just watched the Gigantus now take 2 torpedoes, right? So, but I don't really have a choice here. I can't really, I'm showing broadside to King George. I'm going to be showing broadside to Nagato when he comes around the side of the flank of the island. And we're going to get him. So that's great. We needed at least the 3 torpedoes to kill him. And now we've got our secondaries going for the King George. One of the strengths when you're with the Prinz Heinrich is when you're in this kiting away angle and an enemy ship is pushing into you, you're really able to work wonders here because you're kind of setting the terms of the engagement. I do want to be angled somewhat decently well. We don't want to take too much pin damage. As I'm getting really nervous here and excited because I don't want to screw this up, thinking that I'm going to be able to pull a win from this match. And I'm pretty confident at this point because our main guns are just about to reload. This King George is showing us a whole bunch of broadside, and I think he's just saying, maybe I need to kite away, or he's just going to keep showing us broadside, and if our guns didn't get him, our torpedoes were. And so that was just phenomenal. I'm still pumped over this battle. I was actually like laughing that I was able to pull off a win there. And then when I looked here, I realized, oh, I killed every single one of them. So I was laughing with bewilderment and joy to the point it was hurting my chest. And as Mrs. Flimsy just kind of looked at me very precariously as a dork and nerd who likes to play this game. So this was just phenomenal. So over 190,000 damage. We got the Confederate high caliber Kraken solo warrior, high caliber and 3 close quarters. We're going to top the team with over 2,200 base experience. Yeah. Just when you look at this, it's like, oh yeah, I was the only one on our team to kill anyone. Very interesting. And I have no idea what the guy in chat earlier was saying when he was saying enemy team was using hacks. No idea what that was about. I don't think enemy team was. Here you can see the damage layout here. It looks like over 1.6 million potential damage. Can't quite tell on the recording screen. We did over 8,400 on the Gritsia, which is just off the screen you can see. And I had decided before going to battle to mount all the economic signals, except I think the one. Can't remember which one it was. All special signals we had mounted, and then you saw the camouflage we had. So this was just phenomenal. I mean, I've never had a ranked match before where I've killed the entire enemy team. The only other time I think I've ever killed up to 7 in a randoms, not like tier 1, tier 2, was in Massachusetts. I had a really good randoms match where I killed 7 players and got a double strike. But this to me is the best battle I've ever had in World of Warships. This being my second solo warrior ever. The first one I got it was fair, but there was nothing exciting about it. This solo warrior to me is really exciting to have. It's one of the rarest achievements that you can get in World of Warships. So walking away with, let's see here, 4, 5, 8 achievements, I think is just hysterical and just awesome. So I really hope Jingles features this replay. Oh, that'd be so cool. So we'll see what happens there. But as I said when I made the community post, thanks for getting us to 800 subscribers here on the channel. I'm really appreciative, and I have fun doing these YouTube videos. So tomorrow we'll be doing an upgrade and commander build video on the Prinz Heinrich. I'll go over the ship with you, the modules, upgrades, consumables, commander skills. We can look at some different things there. So I hope you stay tuned for that and you catch me here tomorrow as we talk about that. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. I really hope you did. If you didn't like it, then I don't know what to say. And if you want to see more of battles like this once every 2.5 years since I've been playing World of Warships, then make sure to hit that subscribe button. And we'll catch you next time. Take care.